Audi has released sports car-level gaming chairs. Almost like the interior of an R8, Audi decided to enter the gaming world and released gaming chairs that look and feel like seats from their sports cars. They use almost the same materials, and the shape is as if they were personally customized for your back. The price is from 490 NAs. Google is creating its own Pinterest. They are already testing the Images tab. If you liked Pinterest but you are still a Google user, they will now have their own analog right in the application. We found a new Images tab, which visually and in terms of features repeats Pinterest. Now the function is only being tested. It does not work perfectly. When is the release? No one knows yet, not even Google itself. Tom Cruise is not going to retire. The actor at 60+ years old is only accelerating. His constant partner, director Christopher McQuarrie, said that they already have ideas for the third part of Top Gun. The details are kept secret. They are also discussing a separate movie about Les Grossman, and Cruise is also busy with the sequel to Days of Thunder, a racing drama about NASCAR. In short, Tom is obviously not going to walk around in his slippers in the country, watering seedlings. He still has a lot of action ahead of him. Odyssey has shown what the future of video might look like, and it's just wow. The Odyssey startup showed an AI system that creates video on the fly, in real time. The image is refreshed every 40 milliseconds, and you can move within the scene right in the browser, as if it were a video game, not a movie. Powered by top-of-the-line hardware from NVIDIA, you can already test it on their website, but there are still bugs. Among the partners are former top Pixar and Disney Animation. They believe that such interactive video will eventually replace movies, training, and even YouTube. Cyberpunk 2, already in development, 100 developers are working. CD Projekt Red has confirmed that the sequel to Cyberpunk 2077 is officially in pre-production. The project is called Project Orion. We return to the familiar Night City, inspired by Los Angeles. A new location will appear in the spirit of gloomy Chicago. At the same time, the studio is developing The Witcher 4. 422 people are currently working on it. Natasha turned out to be not an AI but a crowd of Indians on the other side of the screen. Startup Builder Eye has gained the trust of major investors and raised almost $500 million for its revolutionary neural network, Natasha. However, it turned out that there was no AI. Natasha was supposedly able to write code and conduct intelligent dialogues. Investors were flying in. Even Microsoft and SoftBank invested. In fact, all requests were manually processed by real people, developers from India. They used no-code platforms and pretended that it was AI magic. WSJ conducted an investigation. Everything was revealed. The startup went bankrupt, investors were furious, and Natasha turned out to be a fake with a human face. I hope the JPT chat is not a crowd of Hindus if you have any questions, and sorry for the stupid questions. U.S. Secretary of Health reports with AI fantasy. Half of the sources were made up by ChatGPT. The U.S. Secretary of Health proudly presented the Make America Healthy Again report with an impressive 522 sources. But there is a caveat. About half of them were simply made up by ChatGPT. We found Oasis-like marks in the references that give away AI generation. The minister apparently just typed in the request, "Give me a study on children's health," and inserted the answer into the final document. The report was called the gold standard, and in the end, the shame of the century. The White House cleaned it up, and the press secretary said it was a formatting problem. A guy really made a flying carpet, like Aladdin's. An inventor named Aladdin Skylab spent a whole year creating a real flying carpet. Yes, just like in the fairy tale. And it takes off, uses drone and balancing technology. Videos with tests are not graphics, but real flights. Gasoline from the air is no longer a fantasy. An American startup has developed a device that draws CO2 from the air and turns it into real fuel. The resulting fuel is better than regular 95, can be poured directly into the car, works without modifications. In the future, such installations can be installed at home. We do not fly on airplanes with this man. American engineers have made a thin electronic tattoo that tracks how much your brain is stressed, right on the fly. It can be useful for pilots, surgeons, teachers, and anyone who often works to the last. The gadget can warn you in advance that you're getting tired and it's time to slow down before you do something stupid. The Japanese are developing a VR game that really improves vision. They have put together a VR game where the gameplay is based on eye exercises, just like those prescribed by ophthalmologists for myopia. The experiment involved 10 people with minuses of 1.8 and weaker. They played once every 3 days for 6 weeks. Everyone's vision really improved a little. One of them even improved by almost a diopter. Now they want to launch a test for a wider audience and make a full-fledged game for home therapeutic gaming. There is a debate on IT forums. Is AI already dying, or is the hype peak over? AI is no longer producing growth as it used to. Performance is stagnant. Data centers are idle. In OpenAI, the O3 model hallucinates in 33% of cases. Massive layoffs of AI teams are coming, and ordinary devs will be brought back to fix what failed under AI. In short, they predict the collapse of the AI hype by 2026. What do you think? Is it the end of an era, or just a temporary downturn? New Splinter Cell can revive Ubisoft insider. Tom Henderson hinted that the Splinter Cell remake looks very attractive. The game was announced back in 2021, but now everything seems to be in motion. If everything is as promised, Ubisoft has a chance to get out after a series of failures. We are waiting with cautious optimism. The Japanese have created artificial blood, and it suits absolutely everyone. Scientists in Japan have developed a universal artificial blood that does not care about either group or rhesus. Side effects are minimal, stored at room temperature for up to 2 years, ideal for emergencies and the military. The development from 2022 is already being tested and looks promising. Although the side effects are minimal, it is still interesting what will happen to the body after artificial blood. Full tech demo with The Witcher 4 gameplay. At State of Unreal, a tech demo on the Unreal Engine 5.6 engine was presented, which caused a sensation in the Witcher community. It seems that fans' assumptions are coming true. Ciri may be in the center of the plot, and the place of action will be Kovir. The demonstration impressed everyone with the level of graphics and technology, showing what a new generation game might look like. Although there has been no official announcement of the gameplay yet, this presentation made it clear that something grand is waiting for us. A music band consisting of robots. Yes, you heard right. Real androids create music. These cyborgs have 7 fingers on each hand. The developers say they did this because it makes it easier to play guitars and keys. While humans are struggling with chords, these guys are probably already trained in everything. Thank you for watching to the end. I wish you a good day and only interesting news.